What's up, man? Happy Sunday to y'all, man. Listen, today we are going to be discussing patience. Now, what is patience, bro? Patience is having the commitment and ability to wait for something, knowing that it's the right time. Now, what a lot of people like to do, bro, they like to rush life, bro. A lot of people like to rush life. And one of the main reasons people rush life, bro, they think they're missing out on something. Or 9 times out of 10, bro, they're paying attention to someone else's life and what they got going, and they feel like their life doesn't measure up to that other person's. But a lot of the times when you rush, bro, you end up crashing, you end up devastated, you end up in a tight predicament. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna just give you guys a story, man. I used to date a shorty when I was 22. I'm no longer 22, obviously. But at the time, this was a good girl, man. This was a good girlfriend I had, and she had several friends, bro. Yo, Mister, keep it simple in this joint. Yes, sir. We locked in, Mister. Keep it simple, man. You know what I mean? Everybody be hating for real, but you really one of them ones, bruh. And you gotta stay up, stay motivated, bruh. Stay winning, bro. At the end of the day, it's a lot of eyes on you, man. It's a lot of eyes on you. It's good eyes, it's bad eyes, but God has single-handedly selected you to like lead a wave of people like me online. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I can say, man. You already know, man. Only the strong for yes, sir, Mr. Keep It Simple. You inspired this guy right here. I used to be kind of wilding, but just receiving your message at the right time was perfect for me, man. At the time I received your message, I was going through like, the whole baby dad situation. So it was the perfect time, and I'm glad that I came across your channel, man. I take a lot of the gems. I started the Patreon, got content on the Patreon, put some merch on there. I got 7 channels. I focus more going live on here so I can hit them hours. I ain't hit them hours yet, but we very close. You know what I mean? Yo, JN. But like I said, I was dating this girl at 22, man. She was a good girl. She was a very good girl, had a good family. And she had a lot of friends, bro. At the time, a lot of her friends was 22, around her age, around my age. I was like 21. But her brother, she had 3 older brothers. R.I.P. John, that was my favorite brother she had. And she had 3 brothers, man. They were all close to like 34. We 22, 21, and a lot of her friends dated her brothers. One of her best friends was in a relationship with her brother. Her other friend started dating her other brother, and I'm not gonna lie, at the time, those guys was way older than us, so they were ready for marriage. Next thing you know, they started to propose to her friends. Now that put pressure on me being 22, 21. She 22. It was like I was next in line, but I'm not gonna lie, like marriage wasn't something I always considered rushing into, bro. And shout out to Shorty, man. She was a good girl. I remember her dad kind of gave me the blessing in front of the whole family. We camping. He was like, man, you a good guy. I wouldn't mind if you married my daughter, but I ain't gonna lie. I didn't feel like rushing into that situation was gonna be the best. I feel like that would kind of like make the love evaporate and so forth and so on. So we did not end up getting married, bro, because I wasn't ready. Moral of the story, bro, is like if you're not ready for a certain lifestyle, don't rush into it. Patience, bro. And when I think about marriage, man, it's like, man, I want to get married to a girl or a female that, bro, I want to be with forever. Like, honestly, at that time, even though I was 21, I could look at her and be like, nah, I can't see me being with her forever. Yo, JN, it's YN. What's up, my boy? Yeah, but not wasting her time. And that's something I didn't really want to do because I felt like her mind was ready for marriage. You got to look at it like she's my age, 22. She has a lot of friends around her age that are getting married, but they're getting married to guys that are 34 years old, 35 years old, who feel like they kind of ready for that. So at the end of the day, her mind was kind of like in rush as to why she felt left out. She felt like it was her time. So at the end of the day, I didn't feel like that at all. So like you said, instead of wasting her time, wasting the family's time, I just decided that wasn't the right move. Now fast forward, she has 2 kids. I'm sure she's happily married. I personally wouldn't even marry anyone now because I got patience, bro. JYN, what's your question? And patience is important because I'm gonna show y'all, man, the environment I'm in right now is so peaceful, bro. It's very peaceful. When I used to do my videos, y'all had a TV in the back and all that. It's because it was a lot of stuff going on to where I literally was fighting my hardest. I was thinking about this spot every day. I literally could have gave up on this spot, like man, because the places I was going, bruh, they were horrible. This is another thing with patience. Like when I had to move up out of here, I'm thinking like, yo, bro, I'm finna find the best spot out of here. Everything's gonna be lit. Yeah, I know what YN means, brother. It means young. You know what I mean? I don't like saying that word, but young boy. But at the time, it's like I could have gave up. I didn't have to have patience in regards to the spot, bro. But I'm gonna show y'all the spot. Now this like, excuse, I just in here. This like one of the dopest spots ever, fam. As y'all can see, I'm still moving things in, obviously. You feel me? I just got some of my bathroom stuff right here. Just cause I ain't cleaned the bathroom yet, you feel me? But, I had to go clean the AC, man. Handy man. Clean your AC units, bro. It's a lot of dirt that kind of is in this housing portion, the fans and all that. Clean that, man. But the reason why patience is important is because I got this spot, bro. Y'all see, I took it apart. Y'all see, patience is important because, bro, he said, hey, what's happening? What's up, Mike Stubbs? It's important because, bro, if I didn't have patience, I wouldn't be in this position right now. Like, my life was crazy for 6 months. And all that came from thinking like, yo, I'm gonna find something better. But I got this whole spot to myself, fam. Like this is my old unit right here. And they're kind of changing the floors right here. Forget the dishes. They had some BS going on with this. Cause I was gone for 6 months. So this is what patience will get you, bro. Imagine that this is my original crib right here. This is where I stayed before everything happened. But when I left, I'm thinking I was gonna find the best setup than this, bro. Never happened. Everywhere I went was horrible, horrible, horrible. To the point where it's like I had no choice but to sit and think about this spot. Like, how do I get back to that spot? I need to get back over there. What do I do? And the guy in question, I never met him. We text back and forth, but I could have got frustrated with him. Like, man, he playing with me, dog. What's up with him? We get like that sometimes, but I was cool. I was chill. I had patience. The very first time I ever met the guy that owns the building, he gave me a hug. We had a great conversation. He said, look, I'm sorry about the misunderstanding and mishaps. Here's the keys. This is your spot. This spot don't belong to nobody else. So imagine if I ain't had the patience and I was just rushing him. I was pressing him. I was on his neck. I was getting mad. I honestly wouldn't be in this position. And bro, I'm telling you, I just cleaned the floors. Y'all can see. Make sure that joint ain't wet. But come on, man, the whole spot. Niggas, I gotta clean the bathroom floors, but the whole spot, man. Like, stop playing. I got the whole, bro. I got the whole crib, bro. This is my old unit. You feel me? The unit I'm in now is different, but we go downstairs, man. This what patience to get y'all. And when I came in here, it was mad dirty. When I say mad dirty, I had to clean all the floors. Somebody else who ain't had no patience, they would have came in here complaining like, oh, why I gotta clean up? I didn't leave it like this. So what? When you got patience, you understand. Clean the whole floors. I honestly need to, kind of like do something with the rug, like a rug cleaner. But not only that, but when I met bro, he said, listen, you the guy, you know how this shit works. You know how everything works. If you can help me get rid of this, all these towels, man, you could take a cut of the profit. What? Say less. This is all off the first interaction. But if I wasn't a patient guy, I wouldn't have been blessed with this opportunity. This is all me. Obviously, I'm not renting this big portion, but look at the business opportunity patience brings, bro. All of this, if I can sell all of this, which I love selling things, I get a portion of this. I mean, obviously, I'm not gonna show y'all the street because then y'all might know exactly where I'm at. But even from the towels to the refrigerators in here, um, he said, I don't get a percent. Nah, JYN, you gotta work to get a percent. Nah. You know, I got the option to get rid of these carts right here. These like the carts. You know, you go to the store, you get the drive and ride, and the battery a little low right now, but it's three of them jumps, man. Then I got the drink thing right there I gotta get rid of. But moral of the story, bro, patience is very important. You gotta have patience. Stop rushing into situations. Stop thinking you're missing out on something because you're paying attention to what somebody else is doing. Pay attention to yourself. You gotta pay attention to yourself. Like all the places that I've ever lived after this cannot even be equivalent to this, bro. Why? Cause, bro, I ain't gonna lie. Like, two of the cribs I stayed in, brothel. When I say brothel, is like, imagine you focused on not being sexual with women, right? Then something happens to where you gotta leave your original spot or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Let me show y'all how it was really looking in here, cause I still gotta clean this other room. But you see the floors and all the dirt. You know, I just kind of organized a lot of their stuff in here. He said, "Why is it dirty?" I don't know why it's dirty. Some people just dirty, but you know, this is a lot of what was going on before I came. Y'all see how this area looks as compared to when we step out here. It's more presentable. It looks better. You know what I'm saying? It looks way better, way cleaner. It's a lot of garbage, but patience is important, bro. Because, like I said, I wouldn't have been in this opportunity if I was rushing into stuff. Before this situation, I almost moved to like a further city, bro. He said, I'll pull all those. That's good, brother. You know, I would say focus on one girl, because pulling all the H's ain't really the wave, man. It's gonna take a lot of energy out of you, but patience is very important, bro. As y'all can see, I just walked the whole building. I'm the only one in the building. This was what it was like for 2 years before anyone else moved here. Before I left, I was here for 2 years. Dolly had the whole spot. You know, third year, then I had two other tenants. One person here, and then somebody was renting the space downstairs the store. But after that, those people weren't keeping up with the building. I'm keeping up with the building because I had patience from that long to manage that till now. So God gave me a second opportunity, bro. You don't understand, bro. All the places I went, bro. One spot with like a brothel, gang. When I say a brothel, it's like, oh, no disrespect to anyone out there, bro. I'm not hating if you getting it in. You know what I mean? Go ahead, bro. Get your rocks off. But at the end of the day, that's a private activity, bro. When you freaking on a shorty, that's you and her's business. That shouldn't be disclosed to no one else. Like for instance, the places I was, bro, they didn't have intercourse in the room, bro. They want to have intercourse in the living room. Now, that's like disturbing, bro. When you're trying to sleep for real. And then the craziest part about that, all these people that I'm telling you about, they had newborns, bro. Like I love babies. One thing that bothers me the most is hearing a baby cry when the parents is right there. It's like, yo, attend to your child. Go pick the baby up, hold the baby. Because all the baby needs is comfort, gang. Diaper change, food, comfort. Babies don't need nothing else. But I'm hearing these babies screaming at the top of their lungs. Whole time they mom and dad focusing on freaking. So you can understand, like, man, this is a disturbing act. The baby screaming at the top of lunch, and this was every day, every morning. Besides them, this was like the unit right under my unit. Almost got caught, so I had to go home. JYN, I would say you gotta focus on a couple girls, because having all them hoes, that's gonna take your energy, bro. You know what I mean? If you ain't tuned into other lives, tune into the other lives. But you gotta understand, bro. This was every day consistent. Besides the unit under me doing that, it's a unit across the whole right there doing that. So they competing with each other sexually. I don't know if it's who can give the girl the most rounds, but I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Listen, if you really putting in work in the bed, your hoe should be tired, bro. Like, yeah, women can go 50 rounds, but you gotta wear them out to the point where you only gotta give them 2 or 3. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. You hitting a shorty and she could do 10 rounds, you not really wearing her out. So I'm thinking like, yo, these guys competing to see who can who can freak the longest or what's going on. But that shit is disturbing everybody in the building because they're not keeping it private. There's rooms, gang. It was 1 bedroom. You could go to the room, but these folks are having intercourse in the living room, and the living room is closest to the hallway. So it's like, what's the purpose of that? Disturbing. And going through that for 6 months, from there to another spot, from another spot to another spot. I even told y'all I had to get a roommate for a month. You know what I mean? I was paying $700 having a roommate. You know, my roommate was cool. It was an elder woman. Respectfully, it was like a split crib, like a 2 crib. She had a man, but then at some point I realized that me being there just bothered her, gang. So she started making up stuff like, oh, I was eating her pizza, or eating her candy, and trying to blame me for food. And her boyfriend, his name was Jay. Jay was like, nah, bro. YS would never eat this type of food. Y'all see the type of food I eat, bro. I eat that regularly, bro. That's like a part of my life. When I'm eating those type of meals, bro, that's just what it is, bro. That's what I'm eating regularly. So rarely do I eat pizza, bro. Like here and there, I might eat a burger, tacos. You feel me? But when she started to kind of create that type of lies about me eating her food, and then even the dogs like me because I got good energy. And animals sense good energy. So the dogs would come get a treat from me every morning. She said I was putting oil in a dog bowl. Fam, I ain't even make nothing in there but rice. When I was over there, all y'all see me eat was rice except for the Taco Bell and a McDonald's breakfast. Like, but it got to a point where like, now I had to dip. You know what I mean? And by God's grace, God's blessing, and the patience, bro, I got here. Before then, I was in another spot, just kind of transitionary. You know what I mean? Like I'm just in there chilling until this gets clarified. You feel me? But patience is very important, bro. Do not lose your patience. You gotta have patience, especially if it's something that you really want, bro. A lot of the times we tend to give up, get frustrated. We tend to rush. Like in this situation, bro, I'm happy every day that I wake up here. You couldn't understand. Like just having peace. Y'all see, I don't gotta had a TV in the background on the live, none of that BS, you know? I ain't gotta have music playing when I'm live. Cause I had to tune all that extra shit out. Imagine you in a crib that feel like the brothel, you just trying to do your content. You feel me? You gotta tone all the bullshit out. Like JYN, focus on your content, bro. Focus on making millions. There will always be a lot of girls, bro. That one thing I can say. I get you young right now. When I was your age, I was probably like 23 or some My whole thing was having a girl in every city. That was me. If I pull up to the Gwinnett County, I need a girl in Gwinnett County. I need a girl in East Atlanta, West Atlanta, everywhere, bro. Like, I had got it to the point where, bro, I had a dame in every location that I went regularly. Like, no bluff. But then one day I'm chilling And I realized, I'm like, yo, dang, bruh, what I'm gonna do with all these girls anyways, for real? Yeah, you could hit them. You hit them once, you hit them twice. After the third time, now I put this on my life, low, bro. I had a phone full of for the dames, bro. You see how I can talk to you like this? Like, it's easy to talk to girls, bro. That's nothing. I swear on my life, I had a girl in every city that I went, bro. Like, I had a girl in every city. I put this on my brother grave. But like I said, it got to a point, you're not gonna hit me because you young, bro. You know, you think pussy's all the life, but it's not really. So after you hit the girl 1, 2, 3 times, that's my question. Cause when you got a lot of hoes, max time you can hit the hole is 3 times. 3 times. Nobody gonna say this, bruh. 3 times. You got 3 hits. After the third time, in her mind, cause this is how girls thinks. What are we? You gotta be a young boy. You got YN in your name. Come on, Jay. Your name is JYN. You not no old guy with a name JYN. You's a young boy. That's what your name represent, JYN. So you gotta take what I'm saying and I think about it. You probably done hit a lot of them girls more than 3 times. After that, in their mind, some of them had literally asked you, like, so what are we? Some of them have asked you, gang. You could sit on here and say not really, but if you 12, you can't be 12. If you 12, you don't need to be focusing on intercourse, bro. You need to be focusing on your future. What do you want to be in life? And I got love for you, and I'm saying that to you, man. Yo, fishing man, I remember you. What's up? What's up? You gotta focus on your future, man. What do you want to be in life? Like at 12 years old, I wouldn't even think about freaking. Some of y'all be a little too advanced, but that's what I said comes with rushing. If you 12, you got all the hoes. By the time you 16, you gonna have a baby. Having a baby at 16, boy, it's over. You're done. I'm for real, like you're done. You caught a tarpon? Yeah, what's up? That's the fish you was telling me about. That's very bony, right? We need to cook that up tonight. Yeah, fishing man, we gotta cook that up tonight. But patience is everything. Like even right now, fishing man, for him to even catch that tarpon, he has to have patience. He's like, well, I'm gonna be 13. Well, if you're gonna be 13, JYN, I generally care about you. I have 4 brothers. Slow down on the girls, bro. You're too wrapped up in the girls. You know, maybe get a hobby. Do you do YouTube? Are you a gamer? Get some content going. Start putting time into that. You're only 13, bro. That means if you too into the girls, by the time you're 16, 17, you might have a baby if you keep up like that. I'm being 1,000 with you. Shit happened to my cousin. You know what I mean? My boy was girl this, girl that, girl that, girl that, girl this. He has 4 kids. A lot of them kids came early. That's why I'm talking to you like this, man, because you like basketball perfect. Now, how do we make something out of basketball? Whether you online, you could. I mean, women are always gonna be into attractive guys, bro. It doesn't mean you gotta give them all the access. Women always gonna like you, bro. If you good looking, you play sports, whatever. It's always gonna be a girl that like you. But you only 13, so bro, you got a long time to see you haven't even seen the most beautiful women, bro. You said, and I'm cold. Well, if you're good at basketball, focus on that. Imagine being in the NBA and how many girls you might have then compared to now. You're gonna have a lot more. The girls you have now, those not even the most beautiful girls, bro. You only 13. You haven't even seen them glow up. You know what a glow up is? A glow up is even young boys have glow ups. You know, when you go from looking like a 13-year-old to being 17, you glow up, bro. You learn to dress better, do your makeup better, be flyer. So slow down, bro. You have yet to see girls glow up. You haven't even gotten to college, bro. You get to college, it's so many girls out there. Say, I'm going to be a cop. That's lit. Focus on that, bro. Focus on being a cop. I suggest, look, you get a YouTube channel, man. You know, I don't know if you know who Uncle Scoob is, Nazir Core, but these guys took the camera, combined it with basketball, and created content. That you could still do that and be a cop. I'm just saying, when you go out to the park runs, when you go to play your 5v5, 1v1, record that. Start putting it on YouTube. You here on my live, get to doing content, Brody. That's gonna help you better. You could still pursue being a cop, but that should be your main focus at this age. What can I establish in the future that's gonna take care of me, my family? That's it. I played basketball too, bro. I ain't start playing basketball till I was probably like 15, but bro, I played basketball every day. Every day. I'm still nice right now. Like, I bust you. Most people see me, they say, you don't even look like you play basketball. That's the best part. That's the best part. Cause I don't know what a basketball player look like. You know what I mean? Maybe you gotta be like 6'6" or so. I'm 5'11", but at the end of the day, I'll bust your ass, homie. Like even if you my little brother at 13, I never want you to win a game. Why? Because it's gonna give you that hunger. You know, if you do get a win, it's gonna be a hard fought win. And you're gonna talk about that one win forever. All right. So if you got a YouTube channel, how do you focus on getting your YouTube channel to the next level? You in school right now. You are not gonna cook me, bro. I'm swatting your shit. I don't go easy on no youngins, bro. Cause I grew up in like, you know, kind of like the hood. Where if you go play basketball with the dudes at the park, these dudes is douchebags. They a-holes. They give me that. What you think this is? So I had to go through all of that. And even for you to even play with those guys, you gotta get their respect. So if you play me, I'm making it tough, little bro. You ain't getting nothing easy. Nothing easy over here. You know what I mean? None. You gonna have to work for every bucket. I'm talking about by the time you get to 5, you tired. Nah, you're not doing that, bro. I got good defense. That's one thing for sure. I got good defense. I lock your ass up, bro. Bro, I got 4 brothers, bro. I'm trying to tell you, JYN, I'm the oldest guy. You gotta understand my position and like I don't take it easy on nobody, man. Especially when it comes to sports, because I feel like that's your mom and your dad job. I ain't your mom or your dad. I'm here to teach you something. You know what I'm saying? I had a homie, my homie name was D. He was more ruthless. We go to the LA Fitness, these young dudes like you in there talking trash, so he be like, yeah, let's play 2v2. I'm talking about he elbowing these little dudes. He was on another level of ruthless, so I won't do you like that. But I'm gonna make it hard on you, bro. I will force you to tap into your true potential. That's all I can say. Cause 2 things happen when you get somebody frustrated. They either level up or they crash down. If that makes sense. So all I gotta do is get you frustrated, get you a little mad to see who you really are. Are you gonna turn up or are you gonna get the crying? You know what I'm saying? Cause I grew up, I played a lot of sports, bro. I don't went against some top athletes. Competition is something that I like doing in sports only. But outside of that, I don't like competing with people. But if you really like that, man, show me on YouTube, man. Start putting up clips of you making guys fall out their shoes. Start putting on online the 5v5 runs, 1v4 runs, or if you play for a team, have somebody record your game. This is what your YouTube's for. If you do that for like you 13 right now for 5 years, by the time you're 18, you like Uncle School, Nazir Core. And I'm sure you know who these guys are. Devontae Friga. These dudes started at like 20 something years old, 28, 27. You're 13. You start right now. You be that young dude that you record all your 5v5, 1v1s, put them online, get everybody in your school to sub up to the channel. You lit. You don't gotta be a cop. I mean, maybe that's your dream. It's nothing wrong being a cop. I'm just saying, if you do that from 13 to like 18, watch what happened. I wish I would have started YouTube earlier. Like at your age, I thought I was going to the league. You know what I mean? I'm working out every day, working on the jump shot every day. I'm working on the handles every day. But patience, bro. Take time, man. You gotta understand. Yeah, you might be one of the attractive girls at your school, but those girls are attracted to a lot of guys all over. So focus on something right now that's gonna set you up for life. By the time you 18, I'm giving you the source. Somebody else gave me the source. And have a lot of patience, bro. Patience is everything. Don't rush into nothing. Don't rush into being with girls, getting a girlfriend. Cause, bro, a lot of the times, I'm sure you guys are watching these streamers. They pay these women to be on their streams, bro. All them girls that be on there half naked, they get paid to be on there, bro. They wouldn't be on there for free. So y'all seeing a lot of that, and then I'll be like, man, I need to get some girls. You know what I mean? That's like another form of soft porn. If you watch a lot of streamers, big streamers, streams, they got IG models, OF girls in there to get you to think about that. You know what I'm saying? Like the other day, India Love was telling DDG to send that bread. I don't know what bread she talking about, but he owe her some cheese. You know what I mean? So understand, bro, these girls not just vibing with these guys. They don't really care about them. Women are business entrepreneurs. So a lot of the beautiful girls, they know they're beautiful, bro. They know they got a body on them. Yeah, they'll come on your stream. Once you pay them, of course, they getting paid and they get exposure. So it's a win-win. So when you see girls on like a lot of the streamers streams, they don't really rock with them guys, bruh. Now I ain't 50, bro. I'm in my 30 years old. Do I look 50? I must look mad old right now. JYN, he said, are you 50? Nah, bro, I'm giving you the game. Because you could go watch a streamer right now, DDG, Kai Cenat. He said, take the ski off. I can't, man. You might think I'm too handsome. But nah, listen, I keep the ski on, bro, so I can connect with y'all. It's all about the message. Plus, I ain't trying to be walking to the gas station and the dude want to take a picture and all that. I don't want to take no pictures, bro. I'm a regular guy. I just got a YouTube. You feel me? So that's why I got the ski. You really want to see what I look like, bro? Find me on TikTok on the live stream. Other than that, I'm skied up. We going skiing with this one. This the desert, the Sahara Desert ski though, man. Sahara Desert ski with the camel LA hat. Yo, Connor, corner of sad facts. Shout out to Kenya, man. Nairobi, Mombasa. I had some Kenyan friends, bro. Chapati, Mandazi. One thing I do not like is ugali, bro. We got we gotta replace ugali with something else, you heard? But mandazi, chapati, all that's good, man. All that's good. Shout out the corner of sad facts. Yeah, listen, Jay, I can't take the ski off, bro. Why? Because then I'm revealing my identity. Is I'm mysterious, bro. Like, if you know my voice, you know me. If not, then you really don't know me. But at the end of the day, if my appearance is really that important, like I said, yo, you catch me on TikTok during live streams, broski. TikTok, you see what I really look like on there. But other than that, I'm trying to live a normal life, bro. I ain't trying to be like Jay Cinco. You go to the Paris and you got a squabble. Shout out to Cinco also, man. Cinco's going up, but at some point Cinco might they gonna try to get Cinco, man, because he has too much masculinity traits compared to a lot of other streamers. A lot of them boys are sweet. DDG, Cad, they cracking sweet jokes all day. Cinco has been cracking mad sweet jokes, bro. Mad sweet jokes. My TikTok, bro, is let me type it up for you. My TikTok is my name, my artist name, little bro. I'm about to show you though on my other phone. Let me see. You know, go check the TikTok out, man. You know what I'm saying? I be on there sometimes. I'm trying to get to like 10K followers, so I ain't gotta do no live battles. Live battles be cool, but it'd be a lot of like trolls on a live battle, you know what I mean? You know I got that Mr. Potato Head nose. So they be on my nuts for that. That's the TikTok, bro. You see it? Wait, hold on. Let me flip the cam. That's the TikTok right there. I know you see that basketball, boy. I told you I really hoop. Like I used to really hoop, homie. I got two basketballs in this hole. But yeah, that's the TikTok right there, man. Go follow me on TikTok, man. Check out some of my gaming content, bro. I edited them clips kind of smooth for y'all, man, like a movie. But have patience though, man. Don't rush anything in life. Take your time, bro. You know, also be receptive, man. What does being receptive means? Like, be able to listen to other people, bro. Even like for instance, let's say corner of sad facts. I don't like you at all, bro. You not my homie. I'm figuratively speaking though. I have no problems with you. I just met you, but and then you speaking on something that I could learn from. I'm gonna listen to that, even though I don't like you, bro. Cause you might drop important information that could benefit me. Some people they like, oh, I don't like that person. I don't want to hear anything they have to say. Whether or not it's great knowledge, you should be receptive. Just because you hear what that person has to say doesn't mean he said, is you boiled like an egg? Nah, little bro. I got these. You know what these are? You can guess what these are. Braids. I have braids, my boy. Why would I be bald? Even if I was bald, who cares? I don't care about that. Ain't nothing wrong with being bald. Like if I'm my head bald, who cares? Long as the girls like it. And I could tell you 13 because JYN, you don't need to worry about what anyone thinks about you except God and your family, bro. Even then, your family, you don't have to really worry about them. But I'm just saying, the people that you do respect in your family, like I respect my OG, my pops. So, you know, certain characteristics I'll work on to be better. But other than that, bro, I don't care what nobody say. Like, you see my nose, my boy? Soon as I get on it, he said, I gotta go. See you later. Yeah, sub up to the channel, young boy, and make sure you take that advice I gave you, homie. You know what I mean? Get on your game. Get on your game. I was trying to really run like an hour live for y'all, man. Y'all gotta give me things y'all want me to discuss though. You know, I feel like I've discussed patience, being receptive, you know, and respect, bro. Respect goes a long way, man. One of the easiest things to do is be disrespectful, bro. It's easy to be disrespectful. He said, "How you gonna be on here? How long?" I'm gonna try to run like probably like a 40-minute, 50-minute live. So I'll say 12 more minutes, bro. Yeah, that should be 50. But it's a lot of people that's disrespectful, bro. And that's like their archetype. So they literally took being disrespectful and made that like their thing. That's what they want to be known for. But it's harder to respect people, bro. And it's more worthy. It's very, very much worthy, bro. You gotta show respect to people, bro. At the end of the day, everyone who wants to be disrespectful here and there, disrespect doesn't go far. It only stops with you. Respect goes a long way. How you treat people, how you talk to people, that goes a long way. And a lot of the times you guys only treat people good based on what they have, based on their position or whatever. But that doesn't need to be like that, bro. Everybody needs to be shown respect. You know, now if you are disrespected, you have a chance. You do have a choice. You could disrespect the individual back, but it's like, if that's not your characteristics, don't let them take that energy out of you. Like, for instance, let's say you're not somebody who cusses a lot or like swears a lot, and somebody's like, man, F you, dude. And then you were thinking like, do I say F you back? Nah, not if you not like that. If you're not like that, you just ignore that, fam. Nah, it's different if somebody want to put their hands on you, then you gotta give them the beats. You know what I mean? But they gotta swing first. Oh, now they don't gotta swing first. If they get right here, it's over. Anybody that gets up on you right here, you should never allow that, bro. Let me show y'all what that means. Because this what happened in Cinco in Paris, bro. You see how I'm standing right here? Like, now I want you to envision me having like a bubble that's around me, like right here. Everyone has that. That's like your energy field or whatever. Like on some Super Saiyan, you know what I mean? When they power up, like they had the flames around them. Cool. So it's okay for me to have a disagreement with someone here and they're over there, like not even in arm's reach, but my arms is long, bro. So like that's the length of my arms. So they're like over there, and we disagreeing. But once I let that person walk up on me to where they're in this bubble right here, because the bubble is like this bubble right here, and that demeanor of aggression is still the same. You gotta boom 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 bust on them. 9 times out of 10, bro, fights only gonna last, like I said, bro, like a minute, unless you fighting somebody ruthless. Somebody ruthless, they try to knock you out, stomp your head in, break a chair on you. They doing a lot. But if you're fighting somebody who's like a normal fighter, 9 times out of 10, you bust on them, boom, boom, boom. They might try to return fire or whatever. But then after that, it's a lot of wrapping up. But you never want to let another person get in this personal space, bro. Once they get in this personal space, you kind of give them the upper hand because they walk down on you. And speaking of Cinco, I rock with Cinco, bro. But the moment he had put up his bag, he should have bust on the tall dude. Dude was literally over him like this, like doing this. So it's like, nah, you can't let nobody walk up on you like this, bro. If somebody walk up on you right here, you give it to them. I'm talking about a 4-piece combo. Why they walking up on you? But if they're over there far away, you just disregard that, man. Cause those are words. You know, anybody could say, yo, you a B. Anybody could say, yo, F you. I could teach a 4-year-old how to say, yo, you a B. That mean you gonna beat up the 4-year-old? Right. So words is different as compared to like an actual altercation where somebody walked down on you. Like I had a dude, my last fight was at the job, bro. I had just started this job. This YN comes in. I think he was doing perks. He came in the store 3 times before that fight happened. All 3 times is like he was high out of his mind because he was tripping. So the last time, I'm not gonna lie, like I used to like fighting, but I don't no more. Like, cause I messed up my ankle from that fight. I won the fight though, but I messed up my ankle from the fight. So, bro, I ain't even been at the store for a week. My boy comes up. He's like, "What's up with all that disrespect?" So I'm literally confused. I'm like, "Yo, bro, I don't know what you talking about." He like, "I was in here asking for the lady who was working with. Her name was Roxy. Roxy, and you act like you ain't know." I'm like, "Cuz she's a grown woman, bro. I don't know where she's at. I just started here." So he like, "Oh, okay." So, bro, keep in mind, this is everything's been good. This is like the first time he came in, second time he came in, he ain't say nothing. He just got some Swisher Sweets. At the time, it was like 2024. Anybody smoking Swisher Sweets in 2024 is a problem. Like, so quick, fast. I'm about to go on my break. On my break, I like to, smoke my little herb and do the garbage. Buddy come up to me when I'm finna go on break. And I just got out the bathroom. I done rolled the wood. Like wood roll. Roxy is on the register. My man walk in. He like, yeah, what's up with all that? Disrespect. So I'm like, bro, I don't really know what you talking about. He like, nah, you do know what I'm talking about. Cartel. So he screamed and I started laughing at him. Funny thing is, this man was a fan of me, bro. Cause I used to do music. I still do music. I just haven't dropped in a while. But he's a fan of me. So knowing that he's a fan of me, he know that I kind of used to be like I used to literally mentor. Yeah, corner of sad facts. I mentored a kid from your country, gang, Kenya, Nairobi. I don't know if they from Mombasa or Nairobi. Mentor him to go on and become, a big star or whatever. So when I'm at the job, I'm working a 9 to 5. I liked that job. I got paid weekly. He like, yeah, you brokish. You don't got no money. Woo, woo. But all that stuff he's saying to me, bro, it has no effect. You can say I'm broke. You can say I'm ugly. I don't care. Who are you? You one person. So when he's saying that, I'm laughing. I'm like, yo, bro, you tripping right now, bro. It's not even like that, bro. You tripping. He like, man, fuck all that man, you gotta see me. So, bro, I done fought a few bullies or whatever in my time. Dude was like 6'1", 5'11", so he thought he had the ups. Ain't no dude have I ever fought ever in my life got to tying his shoes, bro, before a fight. First off, you can't be ready to fight in your shoes on tie. You're not even serious because I pay attention to certain things, bro. Like I've been around certain people like that they don't move like that. That the real dangerous guys, they don't move like that. My man's was tying his shoes. I'm like, bro, you tripping right now. I ain't even trying to fight you, bro. I just started here. We like me, like, man, fuck all that cartel shit. So I'm like, all right. So I'm like right here, he right here. So I'm thinking he gonna swing. So he don't swing, he pushed me. When he kind of pushed me, and when I took my jacket off, I squared up with him. When I squared up with him, I'm trying to see. Like I would say I'm more of a counter fighter. Of course, I could rush in, attack you, and all that. I got the speed, but I want to see how you coming. Are you really a problem, or you kind of like that? Not really. So, bro, throw a weak jab, first jab, weak jab, the jab. I'm like over here. I'm like over here. He throw the jab like over here. So all I gotta do really is slide back. You feel me? Or, I work on my footwork. Slide back, move forward. Slide back, move forward. All this in the crib. So when he do that, I slide back. So I'm like, oh, he ain't on that. Let me see what the other punch look like. So he threw another weak ass jab. So I'm like, man, those shit's not even close. So I ain't gonna lie. This one I'm like, all right, fat. I'm finna work him. So the whole time I was finna rush, bro. But I stepped on the refrigerator that was by the register and tweaked my ankle, but I ain't feel that at all until after the fact. So when I kind of like rushed him on, like imagine me being right here, then I rush up on you like this. Like it's like 2 steps. I cover 2 steps and then close up the steps. Soon as I do that, bro, dude came like he was trying to punch me, but went for a takedown, like a tackle. I ain't gonna lie, he's like 6'1". He probably weighed a little more. And it's like at this point, he right here trying to take me down, like tackle me. He said, you should be my friend. It's so bro. So as bro trying to tackle me, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I seen something on Instagram that helped me in that situation. It was a clip where it was a wrestler and he flipped his first coach. He went and shook his hand, then he flipped him, boom, used his momentum against him. Then the second coach, he tried to flip the second coach, but the second coach took his momentum and used it against the student and slammed him. So the whole time, bro, trying to tackle me, it like he trying to plow drive me to the ground or whatever. So I ain't gonna lie. I'm keeping my balance. But you know how you really trying to tackle somebody? They not trying to go down. I'm not going down, bro. Because I remember the moment I get down, he gonna try to get on top of me and try to dominate that way. Most dudes want to wrestle, bro. So the whole time, dude like wrapped around trying to take me down. I'm literally keeping my balance, because it's like two force. This force is trying to take you down, but you're not trying to go down. And I'm looking back because the space we was at wasn't too like a big space, but we was by like the pop machine, kind of heading towards that way. So I got him like this. His arms is in here trying to take me down. Got him like this. and I'm backpedaling, and I just remember that clip from Instagram where the coach used the wrestler's momentum against him. So I damn near literally flipped this man. When I say I flipped this man, I don't know where the strength came from. Cause you gotta imagine I'm backpedaling, so I don't have the momentum, but I literally take that momentum of force, flipped him, took the nigga eye like to his eye, bust his eye on the drink machine. He got the bleeding, and then the lady that this guy was fighting me over, this lady was like 50, 58, bro. She like 58 years old. So the crazy part is like this dude was like probably not that much older than me. And he fighting me over like a 58-year-old lady. So either that he was using her for resources, getting money from her, and he felt like me working there threatening that position. So the whole time, once I flipped him on the pop machine, it's like the side of the pop machine with the silver metal right there, bust his ass. He started leaking. Then I got I'm on top of him like this, like, cause I got him flipped. Cause I flipped him back, pedal back, and I flipped him this way. Boom. Now I'm on top of him like this. I got him locked down. She's like, that's enough. But I swear on my life, she's like, that's enough. Stop it. Because I don't know if in her mind, she thought he was about to flex me or some shit. Cause I'm like 5'11", I'm skinny, bro. You think you see me, you think you can flex me, but I'm strong as shit, bro. Like, like, I don't know, it's like undescribable strength. But once I got on top of dude, I got him. I'm like, man, let me go, man. Let's get to it. He like, no. I'm like, let me go. Cause he got my arms, but he bleeding all over my shirt. I'm like, man, let me go. So he like, no, let me go. So the lady like, that's enough. So she comes over there. She gets in between. I'm like, man, I ain't gonna let him go till you get in between because I feel like he might try to snake me. So I let him go. She get in between. She's like, oh my God, you're bleeding. This shit was out of a movie. And I'm looking like, what the heck? I'm like, bro, you doing all this like she was your girlfriend. Dude was like, she is my girlfriend. And I was just like, this man's crazy. So whole time, I'm like, man, whatever, bro. I'm not even thinking on the situation because it wasn't really a fight. A fight to me is like we really throwing punches, bro. You really hit me in my face and all that. I just slammed you and bust your eye open. That was it. Nothing crazy. But after that situation, bro, like, man, I'm about to go get the gun. That was his first situation that he thought about. And she's like, no, no, no. So she went outside to calm her down. Then she came back inside. She was like, I didn't even know that was gonna happen. But the funniest part about all this, bro, I ain't gonna hold you. The whole time when I got there, I wasn't having intercourse with women, bro. Cause I had a situation that happened before that kind of like made me just chill back from them like that. You feel me? And this lady, the whole time, she kept talking about her titties at the job. Like she was trying to seduce me about her bosoms. She talking about how as a C, this and that and that. She done motorboater this and that and that. And it's like she trying to reel me in. She talking about how she done had a 25-year-old boyfriend before. Just a lot of stuff, bro. I ain't even been working there a week. So, and then she like, yeah, when I first saw y'all, I'm like, man, he looks good. Woo woo. So I'm like, man, she sound like she's just trying to give me the business. So I'm like, oh yeah. She's like, yeah. I'm like, oh okay. Guys come in here go crazy about your breasts or whatever, right? She's like, yeah. Like I don't even have to show somebody my before. So I'm just like, man. So what was that like? Because I might see certain things and see what you really like, but I'm not really like that, bro. It's just to pick your mind. She's like, oh, I didn't mind. He was excited. Like, if I was to show somebody my, I would want to see their, you know what I mean? So I'm like, oh, okay. What happens then when they pull it out? Like, what you doing? She's like, I don't know. Like, but I'm looking like, dang, she probably sucked me off in the back for real. Cause all the conversations she was having were mad freaky, bro. Mad freaky. So at that point, I ain't gonna lie. Something was telling me like, nah, bro. Cause this like a new store, bro. I ain't been working there that long, bro. Something was telling me like, nah, bro. At the end of the day, you been on like this celibate journey. You can't throw that away for somebody that's kind of like obviously trying to seduce you, talking about they titties all the time. you know, how they motorboat, this and that, man. So I had went in the bathroom. Cause I ain't gonna lie. The way this lady was talking, she was talking like she was ready to show me her cleavage. She was ready to top me off in the bathroom, all that. So I went in the bathroom and I was just rolling up the wood. And I'm like, nah, bruh. I can't even come in here like this. You feel me? Plus, this lady was like the mother of the store because it was all women that worked there. So she was like the seniority. So it was in my interest to take her down because if I would have rocked her socks, I could have took all the other hoes down. Like they talk, they all, you know, women talk, bruh. So I was like, nah, bruh. If I do take this lady down, I'm breaking the commitment I made to myself, and I'm not even messing with something I really want. It's just because it's available. It's too available. So I come out the bathroom. This was before I even went to roll the wood, bro. I had to go wash it. I was like, yo, Roxy, I'm like, to be honest, to be fair with you, I respect you. And I like that we laugh and all that, but I'm just trying to have a professional relationship with you. I don't want to do nothing freaky, none of that. This was my words to her. I go in the bathroom, I roll up the wood, her man's the young boy come fight me. So I'm thinking like, dang, did she set all that because set all that up because I ain't want to rock with her like that? Because the reason I was thinking like this after the fact, bro, when she went and calmed Buddy down because he said he was gonna get the gun or whatever, I wasn't even tripping, bro. I was prepared if he was gonna do that. That was next level. She came in, she was like, "Oh, I didn't know that was gonna happen." Um, I talked to him. He even said that he underestimated you. He thought it was gonna be easier than that. You're strong as ever. And I'm like, yeah, I ain't even get to really do what I wanted to do him because somebody like that, bro, I stomp his face in, bro. That way you would never ever go out there and try to start a situation with anyone else because it's like the amount of rage that can get unleashed on you would be devastating. But it was like God didn't even want me to get to that level. It was just a little slight flex to teach bro a lesson. You know what I mean? Nah, Flacco, it's not the tough talk, bro. Like, I get in the ring with a nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to knock your ass out, bro. But fighting somebody in the street is kind of like shit's a waste of time. Cause once you beat them up, they want to get a gun. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Flacco is like, I really go crazy on the motherfucker, bro. But I don't like getting that mad, broski. Cause it's like uncontrollable amount of energy. Anger is energy, man. Like my anger is like a lot of energy, bro. Like I'm trying to destroy some shit. My whole point when I get angry is like I want to teach you a lesson. That's where you could go overboard. You feel me? Nah. I ain't even thinking about UFC, bro. I'm talking about like this was a real situation. I had to get in an altercation, but the moral of what I'm trying to say is I don't even want to get in those altercations, bro. Cause I had tweaked my ankle messing around with this goofy, and he wanted to fight me over a 58-year-old. Come on, bro. That's a loss. I flexed a dude who want to fight me over a 58-year-old. That don't make me tough. Me being tough is getting in the ring and fighting 7 rounds and winning 20K. That's that's being tough, Flacco. We talking, bro. Put me in the ring, 7 rounds, 20 bands. That's toughness, bro. Flexing somebody in the street, in the store, that ain't tough, bro. That's normal, man. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like fighting unless it's professional, bro. Because like I said, it's a waste of energy, it's a waste of your time, and you could get hurt. Like this ankle right here that I have, this ankle right here ain't healed since then. And I tweaked this motherfucker on the freezer, bro. I stepped on the freezer with my back heel. Like that ankle ain't been the same since, bro. So all that shit was for me to tweak my ankle. It said all I need is 20 seconds to tap you out. Yeah, you sound confident. But I love people like you. You wanna know why? Cause I kill egos, bro. I'm the ego killer. You thinking all you need is 20 seconds, boy. You gonna be in for more than you could chew. That's all I can say, man. Cause it's something inside of me that in order for you to match up, you gotta have the same thing inside of you, bro. I don't know what it is, but it's like something different, bro. I ain't just the easy kill, easy dub, none of that, bro. He said you've never dealt with a real fighter like me. Boy, my boy Flacco. Flacco, you funny as shit, bro. You not even finna have 29 seconds to tap me out. You gonna try to go for a submission move with a chokehold, what? Arm breaker? What? You not gonna get none of that shit off, bro. I'm telling you, not. You know what I'm saying? I know submission moves too. I'm not a UFC fighter though. I've had friends who are UFC fighters. I know a pressure point in your neck, I'll put your ass to sleep. Forget tapping you out, I'll put you to sleep, bro. Quick. My boy said you won 7 rounds. I just need 7 seconds. You're not that nice, bro. Chill out. That's the thing about you internet, bro. Y'all be on the internet talking crazy, bro. Like a motherfucker like you, they put you in an octagon with somebody your size, your height, you're getting flushed. The reason I say you're getting flushed is because you talking crazy, bro. He said, I'm undefeated 17-0. Look me up. Well, you ain't met the nigga that's gonna choke you out yet. So don't get too cocky. You know what I mean? Because you could be crying in the locker room like Conor McGregor after you lose. Remember that. You heard? There's always somebody there to knock you off, man. Being 17-0 undefeated is good. Kudos, but don't be cocky, bruh. It's a nigga that's ready to knock your ass off right around the corner. And when he knocks you off, you're going to be at home crying after you lose. Like Conor McGregor. So don't be cocky, bro. Yeah, 17-0, that's good. Keep that record up. But don't be walking around talking about you 17-0. Nobody cares. He said, no man wearing a shiesty indoors. Said, if anything, I'll box you for some bread, but all that UFC, that shit a dub, man. We get in the boxing ring for some cheese, though, but what if I knock your ass out? He said, you can make it one. It's an 18-0 hell now. You'll be 17-1. Flacco loses to YsEats. First round knockout. Boy, I'm gonna hit your ass with a crazy combo. You're not even gonna see it coming. You might not even be a striker like that. No, I ain't gonna lie. You not taking me with one hand. But Kayla Jefferson, what's up? This man Flacco talking crazy. What's your UFC name anyways, bro? Is it Flacco? You want to see my shadow box? All right, hold on. Let me see. Let me show you something. Let me show you a little something. Let me show you a little something, my boy. You know what I mean? So I'm right-handed. I'm right-handed. Let me fix the camera for you. So I'm right-handed. So of course I'll be southpaw, but I can fight. I can also fight orthodox. You feel me? You feel me? Come on, man. I get your ass a triple hook to the face. Come in with that, you know what I mean? Slight jab, duck action. And the hooks are placed precisely. So don't let me catch your ribs. Ha! 1, 2, 3. Come on, fam. Flacco. It ain't gonna be that easy, broski. Come on, man. And that hook with the left is just as nice as the right, you heard? He said, terrible form. Get out of here. You got no chance. What? My form is crucial, bro. Stop playing with me. Crucial. Like I said, the thing that's going to catch you is the hooks. Because you're not going to see the hook coming because it's so fast. Come on, man. Slow. It's too fast. That hook coming too fast, boy. What? Tag you. I'm tagging you. Bow, wow, 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 wow. What he say? What he say? He say you look like a cat playing with the ball in the yarn. Come on, man. I mean, my reflex is crucial. Don't let me give you the uppercut. I'm damn near reaching in your body with that uppercut. Ha, ha. Come on, dog. Come on, dog. Stop playing with me, homie. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, Golden Gloves, we used to box growing up, bro. Like, not professionally, but I get in the gloves, somebody else is getting the gloves, and we gotta box each other. You're not gonna see him coming, bro. Somebody like you already know what you need or what to do with somebody like you. I gotta get up on you before you get up on me. Really, that's it. Once I get up right here in your torso and your chest, the match is I win the match. He said way too much tail and no shots. What do you mean tail? What you mean no speed, bro? I got speed. Flacco, you like the ultimate trash talker, it seems. Corner of sad facts. I love the confidence. Yes, you gotta be confident, bro. You can't see him coming, bro. Plus, maybe that's what I want you to see coming. You won't see the hook coming though. He said he can see them coming blindfolded. Like, all right, now you going crazy, Jet Li. Call my boy. We gotta switch bro name from Flacco to Jet Li. Come on, Jet Li. You going dumb. You talking about you gonna see my punches coming with blindfold? Daredevil. You want some Daredevil vibe. Like, stop the cap. I'm not saying I'm the best fighter. I'm not 17-0. I've lost. How many battles I lost? How many fights I lost? Realistically, like only 2, bro. You know what I'm saying? But it's cause of how it started. You feel me? But I'm not the best fighter, bro. Personally, I don't like fighting, bro. Unless we fighting for some money. I feel like I'm a champion fighter, bro. Like, why waste my energy and fight a random guy? This needs to be an organized match. Gotta be money on the line. Otherwise, I ain't fighting for free, broski. That's a dub. It takes too much energy to fight. And anything can happen. You get hurt. So it gotta be worth it to fight, bro. It took me a while to learn that, man. When I was younger, it's like, man, we finna go squabble this, man. Like, now I'm older, bro. You gotta pay me, bro. But if you do UFC, bro, keep it up, man. I'm not here to discourage you. Keep up the good work. I just can't sit here and be like, yeah, you're gonna tap me in 7 seconds. Yeah. Fuck out of here, bro. You can't beat me in no battle rap. Boy, I'll rip you to shreds. You wanna know why? Cause, bro, that's all I do is watch battle rap, bro. Your name is Flacco. You say you gonna tap me in 7 seconds? That's a fact that I don't know. I ain't gonna lie. You want me to look you up, but you might as well post videos to show your skills. I don't know if you saying a lot of this for appeals, but in order to see me in the ring, boy, you gotta have them bills. I come there, I want you to bring your mom and your fam, your whole damn crew. I'm gonna defeat you and have them all in their fields. Bring tears to their eye. Like, dang, they can't believe that they was riding with that guy. He was so high, Eagle got struck. Like, he ain't know who hit him up. But it was like Tupac and Biggie. Like, my boy said he was gonna tap me in 7 seconds. That's silly. After I'm done, I gotta talk my shit in your city. You can't beat me in no battle rap, bro. It's like you the CEO. Now, I can actually spit bars, homie. It's just when I'm freestyling, the words are coming to my mind. So my that's like a way of thinking when I'm mumbling. But like bars, I got the bars, homie. Fly cold. Punch bro in his head so hard, turn him to a soft shell taco. Yeah. Don't be coming here with them fighting words unless you gonna put up the nacho cheese. What? My man said 7 seconds? This is what you want me to believe? Nah, when I put you to sleep, 7 seconds is all you gonna need. I might just send you to God. It's a no facade. We gonna have Flacco at home crying after that one loss, like I'm no longer undefeated. I have to hide. He said, I got so many bars. You can find me in Mars. You wanna fight me? You gonna be seeing stars. Okay, I like that. I'm gonna be seeing stars. But Flacco, you been on a 17-0 run. Right here is where it stops. With these fists, you ain't gotta be in the car. It's like you gonna crash fast. I ain't gonna lie. You gonna need some hospital money for Cash App. Cause that's where you're going after the match is done. Your mom, your family, your whole generation gonna run up to me like, you're the new champion. Thank God you won. We were tired of Flacco. Boy was too boastful. Dang, that mean your ego's too big. To the point your fam couldn't even approach you. Young boy like me, I come from the trenches. I come from the coaster. I really pack you up, put you in the mill. That means you're poster. Who cares who your trainer is? After I defeat you, I'm about to go to his gym and defeat him. Cause I'm trying to show you not like that. You like a Louboutin baby. You're not grim. What you think? What you think about that one? What you think about that one? That was fire, wasn't it? I ain't even right there. That was all off top, man. I was off top. Those is basic bars though, Flacco. We can do a rap battle on the screen. What bars you coming up with? My boy said I already won. Nah, you got a rebuttal. Ain't no you already won. You got a rebuttal, homie. Talking about you already won. Nah. After I just spit that bar, the cry went, ah. He said W in the chat with Flacco. I like you, Flacco, man. You need to be putting some of the matches on the YouTube too, bro. You got a YouTube game? Man, I can't even see this, bro. He said spam W Flacco. Nah, Flacco, they not spamming you for the bars, man. Maybe for the fighting. Keep up the good work though. If you fighting, bro, keep fighting. I used to work I work with a few fighters though. You know what I mean? One of my favorite fighters that I worked with was this dude named Ricky. He was like 5'4", but he was a beast. He was pretty chill. He's a Mexican dude. You know, one day he training me. He was my trainer. He like, yeah, bro, I really like this UFC stuff. I'm like, UFC, bro? Really? You like that? He's like, yeah, let me show you my videos. Boy, what? He tat 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 tat. He was going dumb. I ain't gonna lie. I was shocked. Yeah, being 6'9" is cool. I don't really even think you 6'9". I ain't never seen no UFC fighter that's 6'9". You not 7 feet, bro. You capped. You gotta be the next Rampage Jackson if you 7 feet down there. You know what I mean? Gotta be the next Rampage, man. Next who's a really tall UFC fighter? Most of them dudes be average height. Unless we talking about Roy Jones, John Jones Jr., Rampage. These guys are like 6 something. Nate Diaz, you know? But I just wanted to rock like an hour live for y'all, man. Flacco the only one in here talking trash to me. Shout out to my guy Corner of Sad Facts, man. Shout out to MKIS, man, the GOAT, man. First person tuned in on the live, bro. You feel me? Appreciate that. You know, I'm gonna tune in with y'all again. Probably tomorrow though. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get the game so y'all could be watching me game and stuff like that. I got the game on my phone, but I don't even know how I can live stream to YouTube. Oh snap, got that green screen junk. Hey Kayla, what's up? Turn that joint off. Oh yeah, wait guys, wait. If y'all want to check out my music, bro, go ahead, go and sub up to this, man. It's my music channel on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Sub up to the music channel, bro. Y'all probably gonna like this song. You know what I mean? Go sub up, go comment. Flacco, let me know if the music is trash. Should I return? Should I not? You feel me? Go ahead, tune in, bro. This one right here. Yeah, check that out. Yeah, check that out, dog. Check out the music, dog. Hey, man, I love y'all, though, man. I'm finna hop off. Shout out to the one person that's still tuned in. Appreciate you, bro. Until next time.